Hey guys, back with another YouTube video. Today it's going to be a showing off video. Now, I got this giant tub of goodies and this box of goodies off two friends off Facebook that were selling all this stuff, and I traded them, I think, a bundle of 20 knives, so about $100 in total. So, now sadly, this isn't the original footage of me showing this off. I had already done it and showed it off when I was in the front of the house, but apparently when I was clearing some data, I accidentally cleared that video off, so I'm not going to be as surprised, but I'll still show off all y'all what all I've gotten and what all I'm going to be selling and what all I'm going to be making some knives out of. So I guess the first item I'll pull out is a rusty old machete. And pretty sure this is probably a Walmart machete, a crappy one, but it's still got some decent thickness where I can make some blades out of it. And what I'm deciding I'm probably going to do is chop it down to right here and make sort of like a Viking's axe. Or cut it down and make a nice little utility knife. I really haven't decided yet. Oh, I might as well get the other one out. And here's the other machete in worse condition. And I'm still debating on what I'm going to do with this. I haven't drawn anything on it yet. Next is an old Ford radio of some kind. This I'm definitely going to be selling. I'm going to have my father look at it and see what this is worth. And then here's another radio, or stereo, whichever, that's mint in the package, an old JCPenney. Next is two car stereos, both made by Roadmaster. These should sell pretty good. Next is a sheet of aluminum. I could probably use this to make some knife handles with. Next, an old airbrush gun thingy. I'll probably sell this. And next, this is just a piece of plastic. Next, some blue parts to whatever these are, but they look like blue micarta. So I'm going to take these and make some knife handles out of them and see how it turns out. Next is an old wood saw. I'll definitely be keeping this because I love that handle. I always love the classic wood handles, and it's got a good blade on it. So this I'm definitely going to be keeping. And next, of course, one of the things I'm well known for making knives out of is Hedge shears. I've already disassembled these. I'm going to take the blades and repurpose them into knives, and then I'm going to take the handles and do something with them. Next is two tree saws. I'm going to keep these because these are actually pretty handy. So these are going to be kept. Next, let's get this other set out. This is another set of Hedge shears I had already disassembled. So I'm going to take the blades off, which I already did. Take the blades out and reuse those into knives, and then reuse the wooden handles. Just a simple plastic tube. This will probably just go to a vacuum. Next, a big pair of Hedge shears. These I'm definitely going to repurpose into knives and probably use the handles for something else. Who knows? Next, some kind of old spotlight. Don't know if this works. I'll probably have my father test it, see if it works. Come on, get in. Plugs into a cigarette lighter. Now, most of these tools in this bucket work. I tested them all last night. That stage light, I can't really say if that worked because I don't have a thing to plug it into. So, there was at least, I think, 4 or 5 tools that didn't work, and I already thrown those away. So the next tool I'm very happy to get is a rotary tool. I've been looking for one of these for a very long time, and it actually works. It's made by Black & Decker. So this I'm going to get some bits for and actually use this. Next, here's a funny item, a little wooden flower. I'll probably give this to my mother. Next is a small box of fishing tackle. This will definitely be sold. And 2 more boxes of tackle. Again, these are going to be sold. So all this is going to be sold off. Oh, that's not supposed to be in there. And neither is that. Another piece of that blue stuff. And another one of my favorite finds was this sandpaper that goes to a disc sander, and it goes from 60 grit all the way up to 100 and a 150 grit. So I'm going to be keeping this to be used. Next is a Black & Next is a Black & Decker hedge trimmer. This will definitely be sold off to anybody who wants it. And it does work. I've already tested it to make sure it works. Before I sell any tool, I always make sure it works. Next, a construction light. This one I'm going to be selling because I don't need one with a short cord like this. And then here's another construction light, but with a longer cord. So this one I'm going to be keeping. Next is a work something leaf blower that needs a battery. So I can't test if this works, but I'll sell it at a cheap price. So that way, if it doesn't turn out to work, at least I won't feel bad about selling it for a big price. I'll sell it for probably 30 bucks, give or take. Another plastic tube. Next, here's a set of Hedge shears that I already disassembled. I took the end off, and I'm going to be reusing these. One is going to be an axe, one's going to be knife handles. Next, a stud finder. This one's going to be sold. I don't have a use for these. Next, a hacksaw. Once again, I'm going to be selling this. I've already got 2 of these. Let's get these hand saws out of here. Next are these 4 antique hand saws. I'm going to be taking these and actually selling these because they're way too thin for me to make some knives out of. And I'd rather just sell them off to somebody, so anybody who wants these can happily buy them from me. Next two fishing reels. These will definitely be put for sale. Okay, next is 2 Black & Decker, what are these called again? Finishing sanders, or flattening sanders is what I call them. They both work. They're going to be put for sale. Hot. Yeah, it is hot today, folks. Next is an old Sears electric turkey cutter. Logo's badly worn off, but it's still brand new in the package, so I'm going to be selling this off to anybody who wants it. Oops, the blade fell out of that turkey cutter. Next, these green things. Don't know what they went to, but I'll see if I can make some blades out of them. Next is an old Shears hedge trimmer. very old, and it still works. So this is going to be put for sale. Very heavy, 'cause that's all metal. Next, a Black & Decker Jigsaw. Again, this thing works, so this one's going to be put for sale. Next, an old Black & Decker small drill. There was originally, I think, 3 of these, and 2 of them didn't work. This one was the only one that worked. So that's going to be put for sale. Alright, last thing in here is just a couple of other odds and ends. An old pair of C-clamps. Another blade, bit, and an old screwdriver, which I'll be keeping. Alright, that's all the stuff in this. Guess I can flip this over. Just put the box right on top of it. Now I got this box, the same thing I got with that other stuff. First things first is a ruler. I'll test this later, see if I can make a knife out of it. If not, I'm pretty sure I can make some guards or hilts out of it. Next, one of my favorite items, a self-turning screwdriver. Let me show you an example of what that means. And then it goes out, and you can easily turn with your screw. And I'm definitely going to be keeping this. I've seen other people use this a lot, so I'm going to be keeping this and putting it with my hand drill. It's even got the same colors. Is it made with the same company? Yep. So this one I'm going to put with my hand drill. I'm going to keep this. Next, a brand new pack of drill bits. That's going to be kept and used. Next, this is one of the items my mother wanted from me. A magnetic tray with the original magnet still in it. So I'm probably going to sell this. I might give it to her, but who knows. Next, a couple of little metal files. So those I'm going to keep and obviously make into some knives. Next, a old file handle. So that's going to be made in some knives. Next, another little file handle. Again, that's going to be made into a knife handle. Next, a USA in-exchange screwdriver. I am going to keep that because these are really handy. And then a big Dayton Phillips screwdriver. Again, I'm going to be keeping this. Next, another item I'm a little curious about is this old board game. Tarp something tic-tac-toe. Anyone who can tell me how old this is, please let me know. And if this is worth anything, I'm gonna probably post it on eBay or something like that and have it for sale. It's got the original parts and everything still in it. It is made of glass. So who knows how much this might be worth. Next, a couple of little cheap knives. Little old kitchen knife and a little fillet knife. Next, a stud finder. I think that's what this is called. This one's going to be put for sale as well. Next, a flattening and rounding file. I'm going to keep this and use this. Next, an old little oil can. I actually know these become quite collectible. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit and probably sell this off. Next, a little set of wrenches made by Craftsman. I'll probably sell these off too. Next, kind of forgot what this was. Oh, this is a brand new set of wrenches. These will be put for sale. because I've already got plenty of wrenches to make knives with. So these are going to be put for sale. Next, 2 brand new package of in exchange bits. These I'm definitely going to keep. Let's get these screwdrivers and stuff out of here. 1, 2, 3, like that. There we go. Some screwdrivers, all various brands. I always love the wooden handle one, so that one I'm definitely going to keep. And I keep these little ones because these are good when I'm taking apart firearms. But ones like this that I obviously have duplicates of, I'll sell these off in other places. Next, oh yeah, these crown bags. My mother loves collecting these because she wants to make a quilt out of them. So I'm going to probably give these to her. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they actually smell pretty nice. So those I'm going to give to my mother. Next, one of my favorite finds in this box. This German straight razor that's in need of some major restoration. As you can see. I can't wait to clean that up. I'm definitely keeping that. I'm starting to collect straight razors as long as they're not all the same brand. So that's a keeper. Now, where's the other one? Next is 2 other shaving razors. Shaving razors, I mean. These I'm definitely going to sell off to my buddy Blake. He says he was interested in ones like this, so I'm probably going to sell these off to him. And I already took the razor blades out of these for that reason, so I don't cut myself. Next, 3 brand new packs of staples. Now, originally there was an automatic staple gun in this box, but the gun didn't work, so I had to throw it away. So those are going to be sold off. Next, a little mirror. I'll probably just give that to my mother to put on her car. Next, get them all 3 out. Next, a couple of Stanley, well, that's not Stanley, but 2 Stanley tape measures. Plus this one made by a company I've never heard of. It is a tape measure. So that's going to be sold off. All 3 of these are. So I've got plenty of these. Next, another old little oil can. I'll be selling this off. Next, another brand new pack of drill bits. That I'm definitely going to keep and reuse. Next, a couple of bicycle arm guards where you put them on you like this. I might keep these and put them underneath my jacket so that way when I'm working I'm not afraid of hitting my arms, because these are pretty hot, pretty good made. Next, 2 more little screwdrivers. I'll be keeping these long ones. It is hot today, gentlemen and ladies. Next, 2 of my other favorite finds in this box. Old denim scissors. I'm going to keep the big ones. I'm going to give my mother the small ones. But they're made in Taiwan. They're not that old, but they're still very well made, and I'm still going to keep them. Except this one I'm going to give to my mother. Next, an old key of some sort. I'm going to have to show this to my Nana. It's all brass. I got to clean it up later. But it's all brass, and it's obviously a key of some kind. Maybe once I clean it up, there'll be some markings on it, but that is really old. Next, a strange pair of pliers that I've never heard of. See how they work. Anyone who can tell me what these are or how old they are, let me know, because I'm going to be selling these off. Next, one of my other favorite little finds, a little baby C-clamp. I already have 2 of these, now I have 3. Next, a brand new deep socket set. I'm going to be selling that off too. Still in the package, so anyone who's interested, I'll sell this to you. Next, a simple pair of pliers with a unique handle. Very unique, and it's made by what I can't really read that company. So those I'm gonna keep, and then a little measuring tool that I'm definitely gonna keep, and probably take this out and put an actual blade in it. Last but not least, a little jar of stuff, bolts and a drill bit. Oh, hold on, there was one item I actually forgot about. I almost forgot about this. This other oil can that somebody decorated with strawberries. So this I'm probably going to give to my Nana because this looks like something she would actually have. Anyway, that's all the stuff I got in this trade. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you're interested in any of this stuff, happily hit me up on Facebook or Messenger. And I've already said what all I'm keeping, what all I'm selling, and what all I'm going to give to my mother. So I guess, as always, stay sharp.